Well, am I back? Who you call an orc? Jesus, this one doesn't track with a crap. Ah, prick. Oh well, playing with that. Can't do it. Okay. Right, music back on. I don't have that sound. Some travel music. Nah, that thing's a memory hog. I got it set way too high. I gotta turn it down. Thank you. I had a power outage. Well, actually, what I had was I think that lightning hit my house because we had a power surge and it killed my surge protector and shut my computer off. Yeah. Yeah. Is that a God really doesn't like my house? Am I still skipping? Yeah. It's too hot in here. I'll put it back on. Probably killing people with my shiny head. Okay. Well. Nah, the light reflects off my dome and Nah, I wouldn't want to like shock you guys. I'd dip my head down and it would shine into the camera and you'd all go blind. It just wouldn't be good. It's a gaze attack, you know. Oh no, I did not. I don't have my stream thing up. What did you cash in for? Dragon Love Water? Hmm. Okay, critique showcase. Absolutely. Throw it up in chat and I'll throw it up on screen. There we go. Dreadful Lurkworm article. I've read this article before. And I liked it then. I like it on my settings. I'm not logged in. That would explain it. Yeah, I already like this post, so I'm going to read it again. Now that I'm logged in. Okay. First, we'll switch it to screen. Everting its prehensile pharynx to capture its mark. Pharynx? That's cool. Their mouth and entrails are bright colored bright pink, purple or pink, and they have a set of black or transparent feeding pulps that act as jaws, along with a pharynx that they can turn inside out at high speeds to capture prey. It is reminiscent of a frog's tongue that has teeth which are the same color as the pulps, and other spiny features on the subject. The most unique feature is the Dreadful's 4 rudimentary arms that end in 3-clawed metacarpi that it can use to manipulate prey or objects. At the end of its body is a tail section which holds its anus, several claw-like cheta used for grasping creatures in terrain, and its ovipositor. Genetics and reproduction. After a female dreadful mates, it returns to her den. Unlike it, you should use she returns to her den. She is female. It is a her. Don't like it. Doesn't ring well with me. Which may be completely secluded or near other females of her kind. Dreadful workworm dens are humid, damp caves with large aerated portions that easily access the ocean. And easy access to the ocean. Upon returning, it begins... change those its. It's not an it. They obviously have male and female. You said that. Right? Okay. Am I back on or am I... I'm back on? Okay. Yeah, as far as the tooltips go, right? I like the fact that you've included them for the scientific terms that you've put in there, right? You know, right? I would like to know, do males have an ovipositor on them? Or do they actually have sex organs? Or, you know, do they just rub nasties together or whatever? Right? I don't like using it. Okay. Right. Upon returning, she begins to redecorate, gnawing moss and scum off the walls and covering everything in her thick slime. Once this is finished, she will hunt for 1 to 4 large or medium-sized creatures to bring back to her den. When a creature is brought back to the den, it is regurgitated. See, it's fine there. We don't know gender. It is regurgitated from a special sac and paralyzed with a venomous bite if it's not already paralyzed already. Then when it is finished, it will wrap the creature up in more slime and leave the eggs to incubate. Incubation takes around 17 days, during which the mother will guard her brood. The host is alive and partially conscious of its surroundings, though numb and groggy through the process. Yeah, you need to put something in here. I think I mentioned it before, stating that this slime or the paralytic or whatever keeps them alive, because otherwise people die in 3 days. They'll die in 2 weeks without food. Right? And that you're saying the incubation takes 17 days. Right? You know, and if it's ocean, then it's salt water and they can't survive on it, unless maybe the slime filters the salt out of the water. And you know, just my personal thought. tooltips are great. Okay. Alright. Groggy through numb and groggy through this process. When the eggs hatch, they will eat their eggshells immediately and begin to eat their way out of the host. After the host is completely consumed, they will cannibalize one another. Typically, only 6 out of every 100 hatchlings escape to the water, and only 1 out of 2 reach adulthood. Okay? The dreadful lurkworm's habitat. The dreadful lurkworm's habitat is mainly the dark underside of the channel of jewels and the coastal caves that exit into it. Males, once leaving their mother's den, never return to land and spend the entirety of their remaining life underwater. Females, on the other hand, maintain their own den that has chambers full of air and solid ground for prey to be affixed to. They are undoubtedly apex predators, having no other animal that preys upon them in their natural habitat. The dreadful, okay, it's actually called a dreadful. That's neat. Is an ambush predator sliding in and out of holes to attack unsuspecting prey. The preferred prey are fish and marine mammals, sea lions, dolphins, porpoises, iguanas, sharks, humanoids, really anything that gets too close when it's hungry. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright. Additional information, uses, products, and exploitation. Though truly horrifying, that the slime of dreadful lurkworms is a salve that fights off. You misspelled that here. Infections in the flesh and repels most external parasites. The venom of a lurkworm is used to paralyze live animals, prisoners, and kidnapping victims. Perception and sensory abilities. Despite having eyes that are nearly blind and must compensate with other specialized senses. Despite having eyes, they are nearly blind and must compensate with other specialized senses. They have the ability to track and identify unique scents using their antenna and small organ inside their mouth. To pinpoint creatures nearby, they use this kind of sensitive tissue lining their frills and limbs to see terrain and creatures. This ability seems to be muddied by open expanses of water, so they stick near reefs and shorelines. Neat. That is really cool. They are really a cool critter. Right? I really like them. Right? But, yeah. The only thing I have for critique on it is the part that I critiqued last time. As far as good critiques, though, I like the tooltips. Right? I like the more smooth way that things have been flowed out in there. Right? With like the tooltips, it makes it so that when you look at the word, it doesn't seem alien to you after a moment because you can look it up on the tooltip. That was the only thing that I had the problem with last time. Oh, sorry about that. Gee, that's weird. Okay. Okay. I don't actually hydrate. I never drink anything that's hydrating. So I actually caffeinate. I live on caffeine. I'm a caffeinosaurus. Or caffeinophagus, perhaps. I do hydrate. I have lots of ice in my coat. I have ice in my coat, so that counts. Now you see what you've gone and done, Dragon Love Water. You've got Esong disapproving of me. And she's shaking her head. Okay, I occasionally drink beer. That's hydrating. Bird is out of breath. Okay, go ahead with your question there, Esong. It's just the three of us here now, according to my thing. Oh, shoot. Well, if the house is actually held in escrow for somebody, right? If it belongs to somebody, right? Like it was left in a will to the niece of an important land baron who they have been unable to get in touch with, right? Yeah, I know my thing is weird now. It says I got 3 viewers. Right? Being really run down means that it's not that easy. That's called a gold sink, and you want that. You want stuff in the game that they have to sink money into. Right? That way when you give them treasure, they spend it. It's good for the economy. So, decide how much the house is worth new and how much it would sell for now, and they've got to come up with that big difference in money or half of that in repairs on their own. Did they already deal with the haunting? Yeah, if it's really dilapidated. Was he a ghost? How'd they kill him? You see, the thing about it is that ghosts are like that too. Unless you solve their problem, they just come back. Ghosts are there for a reason. Oh, he was a skeleton. Ah. maybe he's cursed to keep returning. So until they figure out the curse, that's going to be something they're going to have to deal with. Mm-hmm. That is absolutely a fact. You saw, and yes, good thinking. Having a house there does do that, right? My characters all have a house on the world of Peridot, right? Which is just this little tiny elven-occupied world, right? The sergeant in our group, he's the enlisted. All the rest of them are midshipmen, except for a lieutenant, right? But the sergeant bought them a house, a place to live, right? And having a house isn't that big of a deal, really. It is good to give them roots, right? And then you've got things that you can get rid of money with too, like taxes. If you live somewhere, you have to pay taxes, right? Yeah, the second edition AD&D, I'm not going to give them away to see the. I'm not going to give them away to see the oppressive taxes and the dread related to the tradition. Okay, so you're not gonna get them taxed, or you're not gonna. I'm not sure what you mean there. That would give them a good way to see it? Yeah, it would. You gotta train that shit, girl. My talk to text rarely screws up anymore. Yeah, if they do turn it into a B&B or a bar or something, right? Or if they turn it into like an Airbnb or something, leave your money at the door, right? Just have somebody a gang move in so they get no money, right? Then they got to deal with it when they get back. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? Wizards of the Coast, I think, assumes you'll just tape the book to your head and absorb it all by osmosis. Yeah, like you make them something really strange, like they're elves, but they eat raw meat. That'll just freak them out. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to jail on my own bloody stream. Well, it's never good to see me. Hear me, maybe, but see me, no. That's right, Esong, we're jail buddies. Fake gun making company. He's gonna rob them too, eh? Hi, Daz. Where'd you go? You visited Kahuna while I was down. Oh, okay. That's forgivable. At least you're not using talk to text like Esong and getting everything all jumbled. Any suggestions for parties that own houses and ships? Yes. Ships have to be registered somewhere. They have to have a port of call. Right? So otherwise they can't port anywhere. And remember things like taxes on their ship, right? Repairs on their ship. Port of call. That's the port that you call home. Okay? It's the port that you give your taxes to. Right? So, yeah, wherever they call home, they got to pay taxes to whatever sovereign runs that place. Like a license plate. Yeah, exactly. Right? It's the age of sale equivalent of a license plate. Right? And it also tells you who they have issue with if they decide to shoot somebody with their cannons. Right? There's a sovereign that's in charge of that ship. Right? Sort of like giving somebody a tank in real life, right? You know, they're not just going to give it to anybody, and they're not just going to let anybody run around with one. Right? That's why it was so hard to become a captain in the Age of Sail. Right? Yeah, the things that Dragon Love Water and DM Stretch are mentioning in there too, right, are big things. Cannonballs cost money, so does shot, like so does powder, So does wadding, right? Oh yeah, it was hard to become a captain in the Age of Sail, right? You should read the Aubrey Maturin series of books. They're really great. It's one that, have you seen Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World? Yes, real life defeated. Yeah, Bob. Oh, well, it's a show about a English ship in the Age of Sail during the Napoleonic War. Right? And it's based on a series of books written by Patrick O'Brien. Brian with an E. I'll put it in chat. Oh, that's the right keyboard. And they are really good about teaching you about sailing on a ship in the Age of Sail. Right? And there was some amazing stuff that you would never consider went on back then that went on all the time. Right? Like they have a talk about the fact that they have to hang one man for buggery. Right? You know, on a goat. Wasn't that he had sex with the goat, it was specifically that he buggered the goat. Anal sex. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it was illegal. Anal sex was illegal back then, and whether you did it with a human or a goat, you could be hung for it. Large. Yeah, I'm sure they'll avoid buggering anything too, but, you know, it's just some stuff that you never think of that goes on in that time period. Like 10-year-old boys were involved in the Marines. Ah, doesn't it, Bob? Especially when you slip them the fingers or something, too. Bugger off. Mm-hmm. And what made it hard to be a captain is that that ships are regulated. Who gets to have one is just not up to people willy nilly. First of all, most people couldn't afford them, right? And right, basically, if you've never been a captain, you'll never get a crew. Nobody's going to sail under an untried captain. Right? Yeah, merit had a little to do with it. Little, but yeah. You know, yeah. Right? Sailors are superstitious. Trust me, I know I'm a sailor. And one thing that they will not do is ride with somebody who's never been to sea. Right? Not under their, not commanding them. They'll never go under the command of somebody who's never been to sea. Right? You know, so basically, right? They'll have a big trouble getting crew for their ship unless they get sanction from somebody that they're able to be a captain. Right? You know, and captain is a very particular rank that bears with it noble title, right? Like a knighthood, right? And so, you know, things like, I don't know if you've ever read the Honor Harrington books. Those are really great sci-fi that deal with naval stuff. Right? But Honor Harrington, when she was captain of her first ship, she was only a commander by rank. Yeah, lesser nobles became captains. Right? Jack Aubrey in the Aubrey Maturin books that I was just talking about is an exception in that he raised through the ranks. Right? It is possible to do, but it basically makes you a noble. So your party has the ship, and the first mate has 10 plus years background sailing. Okay. Anything you should do about having them register the ship? Well, first of all, they're going to have to, well, after they register the ship, they're going to have to hire a crew. And unless that first mate is buttering the captain up like, oh, Zog's rating, right? Oh, goddamn. It just bloody flagged the term Zog. I realize that somewhere along the line that term has some racist connotation or something, but really, I've never heard it, so. I've never heard the term Zog used in any bad way. Ah, right, anti-Semitic group. Anyways, how is Zog today? And his raiders? Kite surfing, eh? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I don't know what Zog really stands for, but I've never heard it used in that context. Punch them so hard you hadn't. Oh, is that game you were playing? Right? Yeah. The game's called Yakuza. Oh, that storm, the lightning that hit my house is finally here. This one, my little skull pipe. Yeah, lightning took out my computer. Fortunately, I have a surge protector on it. Yeah, he's on PS4. It's in Chicago. It'll only take another week or two to get to Jersey from there. The way that the current administration has gutted the fucking postal service. Yeah, fancy paper. Cool. Oh, Jesus. So, UPS, even that's okay then. I just don't ship UPS because I refuse to support them. They have a perfectly good postal service. Why the hell would I want to support some private asshole? Help somebody get rich rather than support the local service. Yeah, I put, let's see what I'm looking at, that thing right there on the screen because I have a hard time remembering to repeat the question. Well, someday I'll get a new computer. Isn't it just boring me now? Oh yeah, better internet, eh? We got really good internet here. Right, I don't know, it's almost trunk line coming in here. I think I get 100 megabits per second or something. So, or 300 megabits a second or something. It's crazy. I can't use all the data stream I do. $840 megabits per second. Wow. Nice. Yeah, ours is just standard internet for the area. Yep. Yeah, ours is like 600 download and 400 upload or 300 upload or something like that. But I never use it all. Right? I just don't have that many computers running. And then it's multi-band too. Like we have like 3 bands or something, or 4 bands or some weird thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a tech guy. I had like A plus technician back in like the 90s. Yeah. You see, I got one guy who games, but he games while I'm sleeping, while everybody's sleeping, because he's on graveyards, right? And then we've got 2 people who stream, but they don't stream at the same time. Oh, that's the best part, Bob. That's right on. That is the best part. Yep, make them pay for it. They want a game, they get the good internet. Why not? They pay for the graphics cards. Ouch. Stretch. He's right. That sucks so bad. You stream on that? Ouch. You live at home drinking on the water with your parents or something? Ah, we must seem like old men to you then. Eighteen's cool. It's a good age, man. I don't even know if you're male or female. I just call you everybody man. So, or if you even care about male or female. Yeah, I live in Canada, Nasal, so we got good internet. Okay, good. As long as you figure it's gender neutral. I call everyone man. I don't. I call everyone guy too. Yeah, and I occasionally call women hun, and I occasionally call men hun too, but that's just certain men. Couldn't get a hold of them. Ah, screw 'em. Ours are great. Like if we have to give our router back, we just put it in a box and take it to the post office. They send this back to Shaw. You don't pay for it. You don't do nothing. He started saying sweetheart and it's weirding me out. So yeah, I get that. I get called darling a lot. Okay, guys, it is pushing 4 o'clock. Yeah, living in the South. Yep, pup. Kid. Cub. I got children older than you, dragon of water. A few of them. I refer to everyone as young Padawan. Okay, who's on? Or are we gonna raid Kahuna? Who's on? Let's see. Just Kahuna and me. Okay. Should raid TYT. You guys would like TYT. You should watch it. Except for it's just over, so. Okay. I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you for hanging out with me and having a good stream. See you, dragon. See you guys next time. Sliding chair don't want to slide. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Very well, I'll see you Monday if you come for our game, but other than that, Tuesday. Thanks, Stretch. Okay.